Alrighty, so you have a test tomorrow, so this is the review for the test. Let's go through it. Question number 1. Which graph represents 2x minus 3y is less than or equal to 9? So we need to move that 2x over. So we have negative 3y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 9. Next step, divide by the negative 3. Now what happens when we divide by a negative? The sign flips. Negative 2 divided by negative 3 is a positive 2 over 3. X. 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. So let's find that y-intercept of negative 3. It's here, it's here, it's here. And it's not here, so D is gone. Okay, now let's look at the slope. It's a positive 2 over 3, so it should go up. That one's going up, that one's not, and that one's going up. So now we need to see which side are we shading on. I'm going to go back to the original equation, which is the 2x minus 3y less than or equal to 9. And we need to test that point 0, 0. Okay, so we're going to see if 0, 0 should or should not be a solution, or in the shaded region. So we're taking the point 0, 0, x is 0 and y is 0. So we have 2, 0 minus 3, 0 less than or equal to 9. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is times 0, which is 0, less than or equal to 9. 0 minus 0 is 0, less than or equal to 9. For now on, whenever I see this, I know I'm just going to make that 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 9? Yes. So that means that the point 0, 0 did work, and it should be a solution. So the answer is A. Alright. Number 2. Which graph represents this equation? Well, negative 2 is the y-intercept, so you make sure they all have negative 2. They do. The slope is a positive 3 over 2, so that's positive, that's negative. That's positive, this is negative. So now we're looking at these two. Let's test the slopes. It should be a positive 3 over 2. Rise over run. So rise 3 over 2. 1, 2, 3 over 2. This one, rise 1, 2, 3 over 2. Oh, that one didn't work. So this one was easy. Our answer is C. Alright, next one. Number 3. Which graph represents the solution to this inequality? So again, our y-intercept is positive 2. So not here, not here, not here. Well, it looks like there's only one option. This one right here. So that was easy. Number 4. In the card game something, you get 1 point for taking 3 or 4 tricks and 2 points for taking all 5. After 4 rounds of play, Scott's team always has at least 6 points accumulated. The inequality, x plus 2y is greater than or equal to 6, describes this algebraic relationship where x is the number of times 3 to 4 tricks are taken and y is the number of times 5 are taken. Which graph represents this inequality? Well, all we're going to do is change that to y equals. So we need to move our x. So we have 2y greater than or equal to negative x plus 6. Divide them all by 2. We have y greater than or equal to negative 1 divided by 2 is just negative 1 over 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So let's see. Do they all have a y-intercept of 3? That one doesn't. The rest seem to. Okay, and it looks like they all have a very similar slope, but let's see. We need negative 1 over 2. So down 1 over 2. Well, that one didn't work. Down 1 over 2. That worked. Down 1 over 2. That worked. Okay, so now we're just saying which side we're going to shade. So again, I go back to the original equation. We're going to make x and y 0 because we're testing that point 0, 0. Which is going to be 0 is greater than or equal to 6. Is this true? No, 0 is not bigger than 6. So that point 0, 0 should not be in the shaded region. So the answer is D. Next page. Which of the following is the graph of the solution set of the system? So we have these two. This is y is something 3. So we know that it has to cross through the y-intercept at positive 3. So it has to cross like this. That one does. That one does. This one's crossing through x at 3, so no. And then the bottom one does. So now let's see which side we need a shade here. So 0, 0, we're taking y is greater than or equal to 3. 0 greater than or equal to 3. Is that true? No. So we need a shade above. So which one can we already mark off? Looks like both of these, but let's just test the last one to be sure. Y is less than or equal to x plus 4. 0 less than or equal to 4. Is this true? Yes, it's true. So 0, 0 needs to be shaded for this one. So you would shade down here, and that's where they both cross, is right here. Okay, because if you shade down here, they still both cross right here. Okay, so it's D. Okay, so next one. When the graph shows the solution to the following system of inequalities. Okay, so which graph? Okay, so we're doing the same thing, but we need to put this into y equals first. So this 2y needs to move over. We have 3x. Oh, sorry, did the wrong thing. We need to move the x over, not the y. 3x needs to move over. So we have 2y less than or equal to negative 3x plus 6. Then we divide by that 2. So y is less than or equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 3. So we need to find the one that's plus 3. That's this line here. Okay. So now the next one. We need to move that 2x over. So we have the negative y greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 6. We're dividing them all by that negative 1. Remember, when we divide by a negative, what happens? The sign flips. So we have a positive 2x minus 6. So that's this line here. So now let's see where we're shading at. So we take that point 0, 0. We're going to use the top equation first. So the 2y plus 3x less than or equal to 6. So that's 0 is less than or equal to 6. Is 0 less than or equal to x? Yes, it is. So that first line, the blue line, has to include 0, 0. Okay, now let's test the next one. So we have 2x minus y greater than or equal to 6. So 0 is greater than or equal to 6. Is 0 greater than 6? No. For the second line, we do not shade 0, 0. So we should go this way. Okay, so we're looking where they both cross. They both cross here in this section. So the C is our answer. Okay, next page. Number 7. Which of the following is the graph to the solutions of systems? So again, we're doing the same thing. We need to move that x over. So we have 3y greater than negative x plus 9. Divide by that 3. So we have y is greater than negative 1/3 x plus 3. Okay? So we need to make sure they all go through 3. They do. But let's look at this. The one that goes through 3 at y-intercept needs to have a dotted line. That one's solid. That one's solid. That's dotted, so it's good. That's dotted, so it's good. But the second line's supposed to be solid, right? This second line is solid. This one's not, so C's out. So that one was easy. Number 8. Which of the following is the graph of the solution set of the system? So we're doing the same thing again. So let's look at our slope. Okay, so we have slope of x, where it goes through 3, and a slope of negative 4 over 1. Okay, so negative goes down. So we should have one positive, one going down. So let's check that second one. Be sure it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And the last one 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. So that one's gone. So now we're down to 3. So we're going to check how to shade. This top one, 0 greater than or equal to 3, right? So that's this line here. So is 0 greater than 3? No. So we shade the side without 0, 0. Next one, 0 greater than or equal to 3. Oh, same thing. Is 0 greater than 3? No. So now we're looking at this line here. So we shade the side without 0, 0. Where do they cross? This little section, which is here. Alrighty, next page. Number 9. Which graph is represented by this inequality? Well, it's crossing through the x, so we already know it's not a y equals. It's crossing through the x at -2, so it's not a. So now we just need to see which side to shade. So let's test both. So b, x is less than or equal to -2. Let's test 0, 0. Is 0 less than -2? No, it's not. So you would shade the side that doesn't have 0, 0. But 0, 0 is shaded, so that can't be it. Let's test this one. X is greater than or equal to -2. 0 is greater than or equal to -2. Is that true? Yes, it is. So we shade the side with 0, 0, which was that side. So it's D. You can also think of it this way. It's going through every number that's greater than -2, which is what this is saying. Number 10. Which inequality matches the graph? So again, we look at -2. They all have -2 except for this one. Now the slope, it's going up 1, 2 over 1, so 2 over 1. So this one's gone. So now we're down to which side to shade. So 0 less than or equal to -2. Is this true? Because we had the y. Okay. Is this true? Is 0 less than or equal to -2? No, 0 is bigger. Okay. So that would shade the side without 0, 0. So it's not this one. Y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 2. So 0 is greater than or equal to -2. Is that true? Yes, it is. So we shade the side with 0, 0. All right, number 11. Number 11, which inequality best corresponds to the graph? So we're doing this again. So let's take A. When we move that x over, we have y is greater than or equal to -x minus 3.5. This is a positive slope, not a negative slope. So A is gone. Next one, we need to move this x over. So for B, we have y is greater than or equal to -x plus 3.5. Again, we have a positive slope, not a negative slope, so B is gone. Okay, so C, we move this x over. We have a -y greater than or equal to -x minus 3.5. Divide them all by -1. Y is less than or equal to a positive x plus 3.5. Okay, so positive x plus 3.5, that both looks like it fits, but let's check the last one. So D, we move that x over. We have a -2y greater than or equal to -x plus 3.5. Divide by -2. Y, remember the sign flips. Negative, negative, so it's a positive 1 over 2. 3.5 divided by -2 is a -7 over 4. Well, the y-intercept isn't a negative, so D is out. The answer is C. Okay, last one. A company manufactures 2 types of shoes, one expensive and one cheap. The company decides to make a profit, so the manufacturer has to have at least 150 pair of shoes. It can have more, but no less. Okay, the expensive shoes cost that much, the cheap ones cost that much. We don't care because this isn't money. So expensive plus cheap will equal this. Forget about the money because they're not talking about money. They're talking about total number of shoes, the total number of shoes. If they said they made a certain profit, then we would have the money included, but they don't, so we don't. Okay, good luck.